What's going on, everybody? Thanks for finding your way back to the channel. I'm Kevin Duffey. This is Duffey Geeks Out, and I'm coming at you with my review of episode 5 of The House of the Dragon. This episode was so much better than last week's episode. Last week's episode was probably my least favorite episode of the season. I said I was getting kind of sick of the time jumps. This one doesn't quite jump that far into the future. It definitely does a jump, but it really just brought its A game. And everybody loves a Game of Thrones wedding, so why would House of the Dragon be any different? So this wedding was unexpected. Unexpected how gory it was, and I guess it should be expected, but I didn't expect to see a man's face caved in such a way. I mean, it was no Pedro Pascal getting his face crushed by the mountain. It wasn't that gruesome, but when that dude's face rolls over and there's just like a rising pie or something that doesn't cook right, it just sinks in on itself. Whoa! It's just nasty. My wife gagged when she saw it. It was pretty gross, and definitely not the way that Laenor Valerian thought his wedding was gonna go, or his pre-wedding was gonna go. I love Game of Thrones whenever they visit a new, or not Game of Thrones, this is House of Dragon, obviously, but I love in Westeros whenever you get to visit a new castle and see new things. So that Driftmark, or Driftwood, I forget the name of the castle, where the Valerians lived, that was a sweet castle, and I loved little details. The throne is made out of, it looked like the hull of a broken ship or something like that. I don't know, but it was sick. And I loved how nautical it seemed. It was actually really cool. It reminded me of a couple of my buddies' cape houses that I've been to, and if they were designing their castle, it would look like that. So it was pretty cool to see that. I think this is the last episode before what I imagine will be the final time jump, because the preview for next week's episode showed a whole bunch of shit going down. New actors are coming in. Alicent and Rhaenyra are getting replaced by new actors. So that's going to be cool to see some new people jump in there. And very ballsy of Game of Thrones, or House of Dragon, too. I keep calling it Game of Thrones, but you guys know what I mean. To kind of bring in new actors halfway through a season like this. And I don't know how many seasons they're planning on doing of this show. Maybe it's just one complete season and they're going to go the whole history here in one shot. But I think it got picked up for a second season already, though. So I would have thought maybe you keep the story with these actors in this season and then jump it for then, but I don't know. Shit's going down. Next week's episode looks like there's going to be a whole bunch of dragon, fighting, but at least dragon flying going on. You only got a little bit of that in this one. And then it seems like, I couldn't believe it when in the flash forward in the trailer that Viserys is still alive. This guy's been dying for 5 episodes, for God's sakes. Can't you just please let this man be dead? He dropped dead at the end of the wedding there, for God's sakes. And he's still kicking it 10 years later? That's just crazy to me. But I imagine next week's episode is the last time jump. And from there, it's just head-to-head for who's going to get this throne. But who knows? I said that every week. Every week I said this is going to be the last time jump, and it isn't. So, but I really enjoyed this episode. It really just kind of drove home the thing that you love in Westeros, which is that scheming, and everybody's vying for power, and everybody's moving people in different places, and who knows? Next week's episode is going to be fucking better than this one and crazier than this one, and I can't wait to see it. But anyways, the question is for you guys. What did you think of episode 5 of House of the Dragon? Was it as good as the previous episodes for you, or was it worse than the previous episodes for you? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, and you can be helping me get there. So thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll catch you with a new one later. Bye.